Alrighty, good morning, guys. Dave Santarelli from Santarelli Trading Exchange, BreakingChartAlerts.com, Stock Options Trading Academy. We got a big earnings day today. Let me bring this up for you guys here. Big ones I want to focus on today are going to be Tesla, Microsoft, Chipotle, Las Vegas Sands. I'm going to be taking a look at those. The big news this morning, China consulate in Houston was closed. Trump did his first COVID briefing, again, White House briefing yesterday. Wasn't much, wasn't anyone there. A lot of people weren't invited. Markets were up really nice last night. A little bit of a retracement after that Chinese feud here going on. Snapchat was downgraded by Guggenheim from buy to neutral. Macy's neutral to sell. $3 target on Macy's, guys. I mean, that's basically cut in half. Take a look at Macy's. From 6 down to, what did they say? $3 target. So we might want to look at some puts with that. Kohl's 17 to 14 downgraded. Wells Fargo, the banks, they were all upgraded. Azaria, hopefully you're still holding your, I think you had Bank of America calls. Hopefully you still got those. News Corp, underweight to neutral, 10 to 12. Wells Fargo, price target change to 30, underweight to neutral. JP Morgan Chase, neutral to overweight, 120 target. I love JP Morgan. That's one of my favorite banks. JP Morgan's looking great there. I think we're going to make some trades on the banks here going forward. Get a little bit extra time on the side too. We could easily look for that 105 target on JP Morgan. IBM, they had a big beat. Let's take a look. Upgrade target of 155. Hold to buy. IBM. Let's see here. Retracement down to 125. Big earnings beat. I could definitely see that getting back up to that 130, 135 target area. All right, here we go, guys. Opening bell. Let's see what we could do. Let's take a look at SPY 1 minute today, and we'll look at Qs here. Just give the market a little time. Let's see what we do. See if we're going to climb for the day ahead of these big tech earnings. I'm going to put Microsoft and whatnot on the screen above me. Microsoft, I'm watching. Tesla over here. Tesla 1602. Already up 2.5% now on the day for Tesla. She's taken off. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Avilio, Noel, Mike. Qs are on the climb here. Let's see, Amazon down 14 bucks on Amazon for the day. Let's see, Google down 40 cents. Gold still climbing. Nvidia's up about 0.5%. Let's see what else is moving. That tandem again, TNDM. Qs, big takeoff here on Qs. We're in the green for the day. Nice profits here. Nice profit on our Peloton. Teladoc. Let's see what Teladoc's doing. I want to add to our Teladoc position. She's at 228 now, 229.
Shares of XBIT, XBiotech now trading lower at $18 XBIT.
Tesla's still on the climb here. I think we're going to see Tesla looking at the 6-month daily, easy 1750, but she might get up to $2,000 a share after if she reports a positive earnings report today. I really think they're going to have the profit for the first time here for Tesla. Got a nice profit in our account. We're up about 700 for the day here. That's fueled by Moderna, Overstock, Peloton, Teladoc. Microsoft's on the climb. Guys, look at Qs. Big breakout here on Qs for opening bell. Huge breakout. Let's see if we could continue that. Tesla's already up $43, $16.11. I think we're going to look at something for a trade on Tesla. Maybe, a high-risk earnings trade here going out. Let's see what the implied move on Tesla is going to be. Up 1,300 now for the day as tech continues to take off here. Let me see what the implied move for Tesla is. Tesla, wow, big move. They're expecting a 24% move up or down from now until August 21st here. There goes Tesla again, 1626, continuing to run higher. Guys, so they're expecting here a 23.98 and 14.14 for this week, and then for August 21st there. That's a big move. Let me take a look and see.
CMG, Nano Genomics getting a pop here. Bravo November Golf Oscar.
So that's a 230-point move they're expecting from now until Friday. 230-point move. That would bring it right up to, 1850.
ACHV, Achieve Life Sciences, 67 cents to high of 22%.
Let's screw around with the option chain here, see what type of spreads we could pick up.
Coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, existing home sales for June plus 24.5%, 4.78 million expected. That's coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
E-Trade Pro starting to get problems again here today. Can never count on E-Trade.
MXC, Mexico Energy, low float energy play. Halted again this morning, 1127 up 208%. Shares moving after the close yesterday. Michael X-Ray Charlie. GBR, New Concept Energy, Golf Bravo Romeo getting a pop here. GBR.
This option chain's not coming up for me.
GM Golf Michael, GM to allocate $20 billion to electric and autonomous car programs. That's GM Golf Michael.
Anyone else having problems with E-Trade Pro?
Shares of GM spiking here, 26.30.
Nothing wants to come up.
GM Golf Michael. STKL, Synopta, San Diego Kilo Lima. Shares popping here of about 9% at the high on STKL. FE, Foxtrot Echo halted on a circuit breaker, 27.14 now at the low on First Energy, FE.
I'll try it with a total ticket trade order since the option chain's not working. Let's see if this is going to work here. Something's up with E-Trade. It's not bringing up any data. Charts are working fine, but option chain's not bringing up data. Anyone having that problem with E-Trade? Take a look at Microsoft over here. Tesla's climbing off that 10 here. Let's see if Qs are going to hold that 20 support. Let's take a look at Microsoft. Was definitely thinking about doing a trade on Microsoft for earnings today. Any of you guys have E-Trade Pro? Or is anyone having problems with E-Trade Pro? Good morning, Mr. Elephant. Joseph Callahan. Good morning, guys. Visa's having a nice break out there, but she's been struggling with that 200 for so long here, going all the way back to, you know, May.
Report being circulated now from Sina.com. Says Supreme Law will substantially reduce the upper limit of judicial protection for private lending interest rates. Traders citing negative for QFIN. 360 Finance. Shares of QFIN now at 17.14. That's Quebec Foxtrot ending in November.
Microsoft's climbing. Qs are climbing here again. Chung Ho says MCD and Hertz are moving up. I was thinking about doing something with Hertz the other day. That could have a really big pop again. Let's see. I literally can't bring up any option chain. I don't know what's going on here. That's actually looking pretty good, Chung Ho. I would definitely jump into that. You know, I like these little spec trades like this. Hertz is a good company too. Someone's going to come in there and bail them out. Let's see. What's the other one? MCD. What a nice break on McDonald's there. We could have an easy 200 target on MCD and trade that going into the August Expo. So what I'm going to do right here on my notepad, I'm going to write down MCD is not bad. MCD, we would have a 200 target on MCD. Okay, so I would either pick up A, the 195 calls, or B, the 195, 197.50 vertical spread for either this week or next week's Expo. I'll be looking at an MCD trade. I also want to look at a Tesla or Microsoft small earnings trade before we get off the live today. Definitely want to do something with that. I think Tesla could honestly hit that, 19 to 2,000 area if they have a profit for the quarter. Amazon's coming back here, only down $7 on Amazon, $6, $5. Market's climbing. I really want to pick up that MCD. I don't know what's going on with this option chain here.
EWEN, Broadway, shares getting a little pop here, 568 up 6%.
What do you mean it was vacant, Tyler? Meaning the cars were gone, or what?
Solicitations for renewable energy, Bravo Whiskey up in November.
Like everything was moved out? Empty? Yeah, let me reboot this. The only thing is I don't want, it shows all personal information when I do that. So let me just stop the screen share for 1 second here while I reboot E-Trade Pro here. All right? Hold on. Let me put Zoom on stop share for a sec.
Shares of First Energy opening now 25.52, down 24%. On FP, company said they are cooperating with authorities and after receiving a subpoena in connection with the Ohio nuclear bailout bribery case. That's Foxtrot Echo.
One sec, guys. E-Trade Pro is really acting up there. I'm going to try it one more time. There we go. Option chain came up this time. Great. Alrighty, guys. I just rebooted up E-Trade Pro here. Let's put that back on. There we go. Alrighty, so MCD, we were taking a look at that in the option chain. I like that. MCD still on the climb there. Let's take a look at the option chain, see what type of possibilities we could pick up. Let me add the delta and theta to this chain here.
MNTX, Manitex announcing about $5.5 million in debt reduction. That's Michael November Tango X-Ray, MNTX.
MCD, the 195 is only going for 238. That's dirt cheap, guys. That's a really cheap. That might even be better than the spread. So
shares of Manitex getting a pop here, 497. Company announcing that it has reduced its European bank debt by about 4.96 million euros.
Okay, so either A, the McDonald's 195 call at 236 for this week's expo, or B, let's see what the spread's looking like. Buy to open, sell to open.
HU 2050 now, $20.50 on 5.2 million.
Now see, this is the better option here. Before, if we went with the 195 call, it's going for 235. So 235 plus 195 there, our break even is going to be 197.35. So if our break even on the call side here, let me bring up the annotation. Here we go. So if we picked up the regular 195 call for this week, we're going to be paying about $2.35. So if we're paying $2.35 for that, that means our break even, doing abbreviations, break even equals 195 plus 2.35. That's 197.35. Now for 100% return, we need to add another 235 higher, so plus 2.35. So at 199.70 is where we have a 100% return if we picked up the 195 call. But if we pick up this 195, 197.50 vertical spread, that means as long as McDonald's is above 197.50 by July 24th, we'll have max gain. Okay, now if this is only going for $1.13 and it could be worth the max of 250, well, 2.50 divide that by 1.13, that's 121.24% gain. Now you can get it for $1.10. So 2.5, divide that by 1.1. That's 127% gain. Now here's the thing. With the spread, you only need the stock above 197.50 for that 127% gain. With just picking up the call, you need it at 199.7 for 100% gain. So big difference there. If we go with the spread, we need $2 less for an even larger gain. Whereas if we went with the call, we needed at almost 200 for 100%. So I like this setup here on MCD. I'm going to look at that, and we're going to look at the 195/197.50. Now, if you wanted to go a little further out of the money there, and you still think, and you look at this chart in the background here, and you say, you know what, McDonald's here, 3-month daily, she's in breakout momentum. She consolidated here for those 3 candles. Yesterday finally broke out of that consolidation zone, and now she's really taken off in breakout momentum phase and cycle here, and you think she's going to get up to that 200 pretty quick here. What you could do is go with that 197.50 200 vertical spread here, and you see that's going for 60 cents to be worth 250. 2.5, divide that by 0.6. That's a max net gain there of 317% if McDonald's gets to $200 by the end of this week. I like that trade, and you know what? I'm going to pick up that trade. And the nice thing about this, if we get a pop tomorrow, we could sell this and lock in those profits quick. I'll put in an order for 10 contracts. It'll be worth $2,500. I'm paying $700 for it to be worth the possible $2,500. Let's put this in and see if this is going to fill here. E-Trade is giving me some serious issues today. I don't know what's going on. Let me try off my cell phone here, see if it's just the E-Trade Pro platform or the website. Let me go on the website here quick and try to execute this order. $196.41. She's taken out. She's already at 76 cents here. Time so important here. Log in. Q's, big run on Q's. Accounts taking off here. We're up about 1,200 now for the day. There we go. I was using a capital letter. Okay. I think I found the issue. There we go. Let's see. 196.45. What was it at when I first pulled that up? 60 cents or 70? If I pick that up for 75, 2.5, divide that by 0.75, that's still a 234% max gain.
Percent increase expected. 4.78 million units. That's coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Let me see if it's going to fill for 75. I don't know why this is coming up like this. It's giving me issues executing these orders here.
Rose Hill Resources, Romeo Oscar San Diego getting a pop to the high.
Let me try this one last time.
White House advisor Conway says Trump planned executive order on healthcare will have teeth.
Qs are taking off again. So's McDonald's 196.80. If this doesn't work, I have to call E-Trade and see what the heck's going on. Let me go into the other account right here. Net debit limit 0.80. 2.5, divide that by 0.8. That's still not bad. Order status. It's a live order.
FEYE FIRI weekly 13.5.
It's not even filling for 80 cents. She's at 197.07 now. Maybe I'll change that up here to what's she at now? 0.86, 0.87. I'll try 0.85. That's the highest I'll go for that. So I got in a limit order now for the McDonald's July 24th, 197.50, 200 call spread for a limit order of 85 cents, but it's not filling. There we go. It just completed right now. Completed 1.76 minus 0.91. So 85 cents that filled for. I like that trade. That's a nice setup there you found there, Chung Ho. I'd go with the regular calls on that if I went with the August Expo, but if you wanted that trade idea for the, let's see here. Let's see, so if we wanted to, I picked that up for 85 cents. It's at 197 now, but if you wanted to go with a regular call, I'd probably pick up the August 21st, go with the 200 strike. 440 a contract, your break evens 204.40, your 100% is at 208.80. It's a nice setup there. Qs are still taking off. Let me take a look at Tesla quick. Definitely want to do a trade on Tesla today. Not doing much on Tesla. What about Microsoft? 211. Unbelievable. Nice climb there. $3 climb.
There's a FIRI spiking to 13.59 now at the highs off of that cold activity in FEYE.
Google's at 1560. We have the Google July 31st, 1590, 1600. That's going to be a really nice trade there. We got that for a hell of a price too. So here's that Google trade that we picked up. Actually, why don't I just share the trades I'm in here with you guys. A lot of spreads here, but I think these spreads are causing my account to act up a bit.
TSTHU, $21 now on 7 million. Again, that's Akron's SPAC. Getting close now to opening on that one. TSTHU.
So let's go over these trades quick so you guys know exactly what we have, what we're doing, and what we're looking for here. So first off, Amazon. We have this is one spread here, the 30.70, 30.75. That's one spread there. We ended up paying, let's see, 7.55 minus 68.55. We paid $2 for that to be worth $5. So that's a max net gain there of 150% with Amazon above 30.75. Next trade was the bigger spec trade we made. I still think that could have a nice move there. 32.90, 3,300. We paid 38.11 minus 36.91. We paid $1.20 for that to be worth $10. So 10, divide that by 1.2. That's a 833% max gain. With Amazon at or above 3,300.
ALNA, Alina Pharma getting a pop here. Alpha Lima November Alpha, ALNA.
Next trade we did was an Amazon earnings. Going to the July 31st, 36.90, 3,700. We paid $36.91
TWLO
minus
Whiskey Lima
35.
Oscar, the register reporting summit folio.
We paid 92 cents for that to be worth $10. So that's a max net gain there of 10. Divide that by 0.92. That's a max net gain of 1,087%. With Amazon having a big earnings and breaking 3,700. So it's really important. Today we have Microsoft and Tesla reporting earnings. We have to keep an eye on that, and that's going to give us a big update there for some of our positions we have for this week. So that's that. Now Facebook, let's take a look at Facebook over here. Facebook's almost at 241. I like the looks of that. That's holding that 20 really well. It's not doing much. That's going to, if Microsoft has great earnings, you're going to see tech pop tomorrow, and that'll push up. 4.72
on existing home sales.
Existing home sales.
24.5% on 4.78 million.
So that is that one there. Facebook, we have max gains this week above 245. Break even's going to be 240, 250 plus what we paid. What do we pay? 5.13 minus 3.89. $1.24.
Futures moving lower now.
$1.24 to be worth 250 there.
625.
Nvidia 422.39, up over 2% today. Google, this is another earnings trade here. 1590, 1600. We ended up paying 29.67 minus 26.17. 3.15 for that to be worth a max of 10. 10, divide that by 3.5. That's a 186% max gain there if Google's above 1600. So that's why you see what we're doing here is making sure we're watching these charts here, and with our trade plan, we're watching, making sure we're holding that support area and continuing to climb. Google's on the climb now, looking good. Like that breakout there on Google. 3-month daily, it's holding that 1500 really well. It's been holding 1550 now, waiting for that next move higher, which could be fueled by Tesla and Microsoft earnings here. Microsoft still climbing higher here, retracing down to about the 20, starting that climb again. Let's go back over so you can see the rest of these trades here. So that's what we're looking for with Google. That's an earnings trade. We're going to have a 186% gain with Google above 1600 after a good earnings. You know, and that could easily get to that 1750, which is within that implied move for Google. Moderna, McDonald's, obviously that one's clear. We just made that one. Max gain above 200. Moderna above 85 by August Expo. Moderna is getting a nice climb off the 10. It's holding that 80 like we talked about yesterday. I'm expecting this to continue to climb. I'm going to be looking at 90 for a target for the end of next week here. We have the August 21st Expo for the 80-85 vertical spread. And I like that. I think that's going to be a great setup there. I think we'll see that above $100 a share by August, by the end of August. Facebook still on the rise there, still continuing to climb on Facebook. What time is it? It's 10:03. So about a half hour in here. Counts gradually climbing up 1,300 for the day.
Shares of Kratos Defense spiking to 1684. Again, that rumor of Lockheed Martin.
Chung Ho says Starbucks is moving. Paula got in a nice Starbucks trade the other day. She was talking about that in the trade room. Look at how well Starbucks is holding that. Let me bring that up here. That 10. Here's the 1020 cross. First green candle after the cross. That's a check mark. MACD cross. That's your second check mark. And then your 1020 cross. There's your 3 check marks. 3 check marks. And that confirms the breakout momentum. So you can see you got those, and now what happens?
AMD continued very heavy call activity in Alpha Micro Delta, weekly $60 call sweeps in AMD.
Now we could put this up a little better. Well, let me just get rid of. There we go. That's a little better. Alrighty, so what you're seeing, 1020 cross, first candle green above, check, check, and your MACD. So 3 checks, and that signifies the bomb cycle. Now, if we were on a daily chart, that would be bomb cycle. Since this is intraday, this is the bomb phase. So 3 check marks, we're in it. First candle below 76.50 or below the 50, that's going to be a sign of changing cycles. They're either going to NTZ or BDM there. So you captured a nice gain here, and we could actually look at that on Starbucks, Chung.
Kratos hitting a high of $17.18. ATOS.
So if we take a look, and I don't want to link that with one. Let me link this to link 2, link 2. And now if you take a look here at Starbucks, you could actually go back and we could see, okay, Starbucks right here, when we got the entry signal, what was it at? Let's go right in the middle, 75.93, but it most importantly was at 9:37. 9:37 a.m. was our entry signal, right? With our trade plan, 9:37. Now what we're going to do, we're going to look at the call. That was at, what did we say, what price? Right around 76. So we'll look at the 76. And now that's plotted right here. So at the 9:37 entry candle, 9:37 was right here. Here's the price right there. It was at 79, let's just say 80 cents. So it was at 80, it's at $1.20 now. So 1.2, divide that by 0.8, you're already up 50% on that trade. So Chung Ho, if you see a good trade setup and you get that 3 check marks confirmation and you're looking and understanding the general market conditions, seeing everything going well, you're looking at the Qs and the diamond, the SPY, and you see all that going in your favor as well, then you're fine to enter into that trade. Nice setup there on Starbucks, Chung Ho. Paula, I wonder if she's still holding. Let me go back in the trade room here. Okay, let's see here. What are the airlines doing? They're talking about the airlines in there. Let me bring that up. United Airlines down 2.78%. That's not too bad. They were talking. I did a report on that yesterday. Let's see what American Airlines and Delta look like. They're not doing much. There was a lot of hope there when we were opening back up, but then once the COVID cases came back out, we retraced back down. Delta has some nice support right around 25. Airlines are going to suffer, though, for a few years, in my opinion. You guys see anything you want to go over? What's Piton doing here? Let's go over the rest of our trades. Piton 63.46. She got a nice little climb today. Peloton. Dave Gallo, are you still in Peloton? Let's see. Jared says, Dave, could you take a look at AMD and Apple, please? Sure thing, my friend. AMD. What a climb on AMD. What a climb. Let me see here what the implied move on AMD is when earnings are. Earnings are in 6 days on AMD. 9.86% implied move for the week of July 31st. Implied move monthly for August 21st is 13.6. 13.6. 60. Multiply that by 0.136. That's about an $8 move. That would bring that up to around 68, which I think that would easily get to 70. Let's see what the spread versus the call looks like here. I would probably do the 65.70 for the $1.13 to be worth 5. 5 divide that by 1.13. That's a max gain of 343%. I definitely think that could get there, especially if Microsoft reports good earnings. We could see that get another big climb tomorrow, this week. Guys, here's a really hell of a great trade idea, actually. And I might actually do this for the Trade Challenge account here, too. The 60 strike call on AMD for this week. I like the looks of that. It's Wednesday now. We got big earnings after the bell today. More earnings after the bell on Thursday, which could move the markets higher. If tech does well, I mean, AMD is just rocketing higher here. So let me see. Let me see here. I'm going to make this trade on the phone here. I don't know why it keeps going to my other account. 4870.
ELRB, Selector Biosciences, with a patent news. European patent Phosphor-
It seems
phospholipid
like E-Trade keeps kicking me out of one account and
extra
putting me in another account, one of my other accounts. Anyone else having that problem?
CLRB, Charlie Lima Romeo Bravo.
Here we go. Let me try this now. Let's see here. Okay, let's try this. AMD. Paula, are you in AMD? Anyone in AMD? Wow, the phone. Doing it with your phone takes a lot longer here. That's why I love the desktop setup. Let me see here. E-Trade. I'm logging into the Trade Challenge account here. I want to see if we can make some quick day trades here for us. Maybe a swing trade. Man, E-Trade is... You've been logged off because a new session was started with your user ID.
TH.U opened up at 2110. That's the documents back. GMPX, Genprex 388 the high, Golf November Papa X-ray, GMPX.
There we go. Finally got executed at $1.79 for this week's expo on AMD.
GNCA, Genesea.
That is a trade challenge trade there.
Golf November Charlie Alpha, GNCA.
Jumped into that in the trade challenge account there. The AMD July 24 60 strike call in at $1.79.
GNCA, heavy volume coming in now, Golf November Charlie Alpha.
Up 7% on that already in the trade challenge account. So far in the trade challenge account, I'm looking here, we haven't been too active in there with all the stuff going on with COVID. We've been trading the regular accounts here. But so far,
they're selling off. Company holding their earnings call now since 10 a.m. That's November Tango Romeo Sandy.
Trade challenge account. So far we have 4 trades total. We had the Disney trade. We had the Twitter trade, we have the USO trade, and we have the AMD trade now. I think we should start actively trading the trade challenge one. Bring that back up. Bring that back. You know, we started with what, 2,500 in that? 2,000 or 2,500? I think 2,500. I think we could see if we could get that up to 10 grand pretty quick. AMD still on the run there, looking good. Where is Paula? Paula talked about it Monday. Excuse me. She has the 57s and got some of the 58s yesterday. Do you have this week's expo or next week's expo, Paula? Look at that, still climbing. Wow. %, on AMD already. Paula, you must have made it. What are you up on those? You got to be up over 500%. Paula said she picked up the 57s and 58s on AMD. I want to know what she's up on those. That's got to be a big gain. Paula, you've been making some really great trades lately. Love it. Can't wait to see what we do today with earnings.
JAMF, IPO indicating $38, Julie Alpha Michael Foxtrot.
That Nova, I was looking at that on the watch list here. That was up nice. Up 7% on Nova today. Wow, look at NVIDIA. You guys see NVIDIA breaking out? Huge run on NVIDIA. I'm watching Q's here. Paula got in the 57s at 42 cents. Wow. Nice job, Paula. She got in the 57 calls for 42 cents. AMD's at 61 now. $4. I mean, you got over an 850% gain on that trade, Paula. That's amazing. Great job. Congratulations on that. Nice gain there. I bet. Wouldn't that be nice? Elias, that's something you would do. Elias says, wouldn't that be nice if you had 10 grand in it? Elias would be putting 15 grand in that. He'd be sending me a text. Dave, you'd never believe this. I just made $500,000.
Now on FE, First Energy, Foxtrot Echo. Shares of First Energy off the low now, 24.74, Foxtrot Echo.
Apple $3.90. Tesla's not doing crap yet today. Not really. 1610, 1590. Oh, look at the Qs here, Avilio. I'm watching the Qs on the other screen.
Getting a pop here, Bravo Kilo Yankee India.
Not liking the look at Qs here. Want to see that hold and start to climb, but you're in BDM on Qs. Here's your 1020 crossing below. First red candle below. MACD here. That was your confirmed entry for puts. And she's breaking lower here now. Everything's going to depend this week as far as the market's concerned with Tesla and Microsoft earnings after the bell here. If SPY breaks below that 325.50, you're going to see the market head a little bit lower here. Want to see it hold that 325.50 support, but Qs looks like it's breaking down a bit. There goes SPY.
Coming up in about 3 minutes at 10:30, crude inventories are drew up 2.088 million. Gasoline inventories are drew up 1.386 million. Distillates are drew up 618,000. Expected, that's coming up at 10:30.
So, Elias, you think Tesla's going to pop after today's earnings, or you think it's going to pull back? She's going to have a big move either way, and we could actually go over something called a, we could either do one of our special iron condors, or we could look and see what a straddle cost. A straddle, I think, is going to be way too expensive. But we could certainly look at one of our special iron condors, and what I mean by that is what we're going to do is we're going to see what the implied move is on Tesla. So we checked that out already, and it was about a 230-point move. So we'll get an out-of-the-money call spread at the upper end of that implied move. So let's just say, for example, Tesla's at 1,600, and that implied move is 250. Well, if she's at 1600, the implied move's 250, and she
Headline
goes
now
up.
from Bloomberg, California tops New York as state with the most confirmed cases.
So we would go with a call spread on the upper end of that implied move. So if we're expecting a move up or down to 250 points, 250 plus 1600, that's 1850. So we could do something like the 1830, 1840 vertical spread for that one leg of the special iron condor there, and then the lower end there for the put side we could do 1600 minus the 250, and we could be looking at maybe the 1400 1390 vertical spread, and that would create a special iron condor. And then as long as Tesla has at least a 10% move up or down, they're expecting what, I think a 16%, then we would make a profit on either the calls or puts, which would also make enough to profit from the losing side of that trade as well. So we could certainly look at that. Actually, let's take a look at that total ticket trade.
Crude stocks, a build of 4.9 million barrels. Gasoline, a draw of 1.8 million barrels. Distillates, a build of 1.1 million. Again, crude, a build of 4.9 million versus a draw of 2.0.
So this is what one of our special condors are going to look like. So buy to open, sell to open. Those are going to be the calls, and then we have the put spread. So then buy to open, sell to open. And this would be for this week's expo.
Pharmaceuticals formed scientific advisory board for the planned development of its proprietary treatment for acute respiratory disease associated with COVID-19. That's Charlie Tango X-ray Romeo CTXR. Shares of Citius Pharmaceuticals spiking here at $1.75 on that news.
That's a 10-point.
Shares spiking to $1.77.
So guys, now here's how this special iron condor works for an earnings trade. Anytime you want to make an earnings trade but you're not sure if the stock's going to go up or down or where it's going to go, so you can see right here, let me go over this quick with you guys. This is a perfect example here. So here's one spread right here. Okay, this is going to make money if Tesla's above 1800. Okay, now here's the put spread. So that's the call spread. That's an out of the money call spread, and this is an OTM put spread. Now how this works is, like we brought up before, Tesla was having an implied move of over 14%. So that brings us up to about $250 move up or down. We get the call spread out of the money. We get the put spread out of the money. So this, we're buying the 1410, selling the 1400. So this, we'd make max gain on this put spread if Tesla's below 1400. So we're going to make max gain on the call spread if we're above 1800, max gain on the put spread if we're below 1400. This is called one of our special iron condors. It's going for a net debit of $3.25 to $6. So if you put in a price of $5, that means you're filling all these contracts for $5 to be worth a max of 10. The difference between each of these spreads, 1790 to 1800 and 1410 to 1400. So you're paying $5 for it to be worth a max of 10, and unlike a regular call spread, this one you're going to make money if the stock drops or pops that 14%. As long as it has that implied move of what the street is expecting, you're going to profit off of this special iron condor. It's nice because you're not having to pick a side. It's not like you say, I think Tesla's going to go good, report great earnings, so let me get some calls or a call spread on it. This is a nice setup here. You're going to make money if the stock drops or pops, as long as it has a decent move there within the implied move. And that's why it's so important to look at that implied move. Let me show you guys that one last time here. Tesla. So here is the implied move for Tesla. 14.14% this week, 23.98 August 21st. So 14.14, if she's at 1587, multiply that by 1.1414, that would bring shares to $1,811.40. So if she broke above 1,800, that call spread's going to make max gain. So as long as we have this implied move for the week, and Wall Street is the one that expects this with their set numbers. So as long as she has a 14% move up or down, this trade right here is going to make some really great profits of over 100%. If you're picking that up for about $4 now, $4.50 to be worth 10 divide that by 4.5, that's 122.22% gain on this special iron condor. And like I said, it doesn't matter if Tesla has that 14% move up or down. As long as it has that 14% move, that trade's going to make you max gain there. So those special iron condors that we've always traded, Paula brought that up a couple of weeks ago, and she's right. We should be going over that more there. Love those setups, especially for earnings trades. I want to do this for non-earnings trades or non-spec trades because it's, you need that implied move there for this trade to make you that money there. So if something's pretty flat, you're going to lose money on the call side and put side, and it was totally worthless. So this type of strategy you really want to use for big moves and higher implied volatility. Elias, so here, perfect example. So if you're paying, let's say last traded at 43.76, 41.79, so 43.76. Actually, let me bring this up for you so you could see a side-by-side comparison here. It brings up that same one. It won't let me bring up a second one. But here you go. On the call side here, 43.76 minus 41.45. So that call spread right here is costing you $2.31. So $2.31, it could be worth $10. And then this one here, 35.05 minus 33.4. That's $1.65. $1.65, and what was the other one? 43.7 minus 41.72 plus 1.8. So that's about $3.78. So you're paying $3.78 for this to be worth a max of 10. So as long as you have max net gain on one of these, it's going to pay for both of them. Because if you have a $10 gain on here, well, if you paid $2.40 for this and $2.60 for that, that's a combination of that $5. So as long as one of these spreads here, either the call spread or the put spread, breaks above that 1,800 or below that 1,400, which is within the implied move there, then you're going to have that max gain. Like I said, they're expecting a 14% move off of Tesla earnings today from now until July 24th. 14% move up or down. So if it has that 14% move up, it's going to bring shares over 1,800. If it has a 14% move down, it's going to drop shares below 1,400. So then that put side would make max gain of $10. And if you only paid $5 for both the call spread and the put spread, then you're making a big gain there of over 100% there.
Reports daily coronavirus hospitalizations for July 21 up 2.13%, or 463 from previous day. Deaths up 2.63% or 140 from previous day. And Florida cases up 2.65% or 9,755.
Yes, Elliot. So if it does, so let's say for example, Tesla's at $1,700 on Friday. You know, it has a 108-point move higher. Well, that's not within that implied move, and we made our special iron condor within that implied move for earnings. So that would be a total loss there if Tesla's anywhere between 14. So between, this is going to be a perfect illustration. So between 14.10 to 17.90. That's your loss area. So your max loss is between 14.10 and 17.90. Avilio says AMD's up 40%. I haven't looked at it. Let me see here. Wow, nice breakout on AMD, and that's a trade challenge trade. Nice. 3 for 4. Where did that E-Trade go here? Here we go. Let's see what I'm up on that in E-Trade. I don't know how you're up 40% there, Avilio. I'm only up 25%. Unless you got the 61. Nice. Dr. Reber, nice to see you in the trade room. Spot had a pop, he said. Let's take a look at Spot. That got right up to $300. Man, I don't know how much higher that could go. I don't know how there could be 10,000 cases every single day in Florida. That's insane.
MXC Energy.
Doc, are you in a Spotify trade?
Energy play.
What's MCD doing? Let's take a look at MCD. MCD trade's looking great here too. 197.68. We made 2 trades today. Both of them are looking great. Our other trades are holding up here. They're going to be an event off of Tesla. I think Spot's going to struggle with that 300. If she breaks 300, Doc, I would definitely be jumping in with you. But she might get up to that 300, fail, pull back a bit. She had a big pullback from getting all the way up there before. I'd hold off a bit on that. I love the one you brought up, though. What was that other one? Not Spot. Shopify. I've been looking at that one just about daily. I love Shopify here, to be honest with you. Looks like it's getting that 1020 cross below, though, and it's going to start to head lower. You can see here on Spotify, it already had that MACD cross. It's getting that 1020 cross, and then that first red candle below would be a confirmed entry for a put on Shopify. But see how that goes here. AMD's holding that 10 right now, as of now. Fauci says we're moving as fast as we possibly can to get a vaccine. It was Instagram actually. Facebook doing that with their Instagram, yes. There goes AMD again. Let's see what else on the watch list is looking good here. Overstock. Did you guys check out Overstock today? Overstock up almost 3% today, almost nearing $55. Waiting for her to break that 55. Once she does, we're going to be looking for the 75 and then a $100 target. I think we're going to see Overstock at $100 by the end of the year. I'm probably going to be adding more to Overstock. I might just pick up 1,000 shares of Overstock too. Small $4,000 trade that can make you a $50,000 profit by the end of the year. And then what I could do, if I bought that 1,000 shares, I could sell some covered calls against it, because the options for Overstock are so expensive. I mean, you could bring in some really great money selling those out of the money. Let's say August 21st, if we sold to open, you could sell to open the 65 strike for $4.50. So if you have 1,000 shares, you could sell 10 contracts, bring in $4,550, and still make $11 from 54 to 11. So 54 to 65. So 11 times 1,000, you're making $11,000 on the shares, plus $4,650 selling those. So you're making $15,650 if you pick up 1,000 shares of Overstock for $54,000. $15,650 gain if she gets from 54 to 65. That's not bad from now until August 21st. And if it doesn't, you keep that $4,650. Anyway, you're keeping that $4,650. You're keeping that, and then you could sell another covered call for September monthly expo and bring in another $7,300. You know, so there's plenty of opportunities with buying shares and selling covered calls. So a stock would, like a company like Overstock, that's something I'd be buying the shares of, selling some covered calls against. Really nice opportunity there for that. Dr. Reeves, if anything, I'd be short in Spotify. I can't see how that could be a $300 stock.
RWLK, Rework getting a pop here, the CEO of the company, to appear on FBN. That's RWLK. Shares of Rework getting a pop to the high $1.61. That's Romeo Whiskey Lima Kilo.
I'd probably be looking for about a 50% gain on the AMD trade. I don't know why some of you guys text me instead of messaging me in the trade room. I hope you don't mind this. You're in the trade room there, but you said I got flooded with requests to. I got a flooded with requests to from other members of Facebook groups. I'm in your group, so those are potential clients. I'm sending you them in your Facebook group. Please accept them. Have about 10 people. Well, guys, we have an affiliate program, so if you guys just go to the affiliate part of the website there, you could sign up as an affiliate. You can make your own link to the website, and it links your account there. So whoever clicks your link, it's going to automatically give you that payment for that affiliate that you got signed up. So that's the easiest way to do it there, guys. That's the whole reason why we have that. So please check it out. It's free. You could sign up for an affiliate free there. Qs are tanking. Elias, did you get in on the SPY puts or Q puts? Dow's up 25, Nasdaq's down 16, 15. Nice job, Elias. So he got in right around here. Nice job, Elias. I think we'll have another pop 2 in the afternoon again. Usually at the end of the day, you'll see those buyers come into the market there. They're looking for that run up.
UFIN 360 Finance shares pulling back here. 1686 now, a negative report circulating earlier that would affect the company negatively. Now it's 1681 on QFIN. Shares of Folio pulling back here. Folio's 261.44 down. Still up about 95 cents, but pulling back below the highs earlier. PWLO.
Jack, if you got some personal stuff going on there, sit back from trading, watch your virtual trade.
Earlier report circulating saying that
I can't trade when I'm stressed out or things are going on. I just can't focus. So if I have a bad day, I usually just take the trading day off. Sorry to hear about your loss. Sorry for that, Jack. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss too, Avilio. It's been a tough few months here. A lot of people passing way too early. None of them were COVID related, were they?
UAVS, Ag Eagle, UAVS getting up here on volume. Uniform Alpha Victor Sandy.
Sure, Josh, that'll work.
On UAVS.
Or Josh, I got some time now. If you want me to quickly show you how to set up your chart there, I could do that now while we're live.
In the high now, shares up 6% on UAVS.
Just watching the markets now, waiting for, honestly, after market hours here for Tesla earnings.
RWLK hitting a high of $1.
No problem. 11.15's good with me. Sorry to hear that, Dex. Yeah, that's tough losing someone, you know? Especially during this COVID, you know? You can't, you know, my family lost someone about a month ago and they couldn't even have the, what do you call it? The burial or the... They did a drive-by at the funeral home. They actually had the casket on the porch, and people were able to go, and they had an open... I thought that was weird, to be honest with you, but that's what the family ended up doing.
UAL, United Airlines, on their conference call says will not be taking any delivery of any aircraft.
Sorry to hear that, Skyjack. Wow.
That's Uniform Alpha Lima, United,
lost your sister.
Executive said
wow, let's get on the positive side here.
In 2022, that's Uniform Alpha Lima.
Carson says, Dave, what do you think about silver SLV? That hit new highs, silver, the other day. More new highs again today, I'm guessing, huh? That's not going to be bad there, Carson. I like that. I could see that getting up to about $25, $30 even by the end of the year. That's a good buy and hold. You know, this is going to be silver, gold, platinum, all that. All those are going to continue to climb as we go into election year, as we go into the winter months here. Those are great safe haven stocks that they're going to be jumping into there. Your silver, your gold, platinum. They're going to start buying shares like Walmart. A little bit safer, more conservative stocks. Mark said he's 4 for 4 so far today on SPY day trades. Nice job. Some of you guys are doing even better than me now. That's great. United Airlines says United Airlines executives say they won't be taking delivery of any aircrafts in 2021 or 2022. That's big news. I mean, isn't that? That's going to be billions of dollars of lost money there for Boeing and Airbus. Qs are breaking down again here, failing at that 10, continuing to drop. Let's see what SPY's doing. Makes no sense, Avilio, right? Boeing's an NTZ though, to be perfectly clear, trading between the 10-20. Yes, sir, Tyler. For earnings, Tyler, yes. For Amazon, I think Amazon's going to have a big move higher after earnings. I have two spreads for this week's expo on Amazon that expired July 24th, the 3070 and 3075, and the 3290, 3300 that expires this week. Those are the, remember, if you remember, we got that 3290, 3300 off the profits from that 3070, 3075, which is going to be max gains there. And then we have the 3690, 3700 vertical spread for July 31st, which is going into earnings. Let's take a look at Facebook, Amy. I still like Facebook as long as it holds above that blue 20. Absolutely. A good report from Tesla, from Microsoft, that could push the markets much higher tomorrow. We'll see where we are at the end of the day here with some of these trades. See if we get a climb here into the afternoon. Elias, I'm really glad to see you doing so well, though. That's amazing. Great job on that. And Mark, 4 for 4 with day trades today. Great job. Got a class I got to go do now. Qs are holding above that 10, looking good. Let's take a look at what AMD's doing. AMD's starting to climb again, looking good there. So, still looking good. See where we go into the afternoon session. I got a class here at 11:15, and I'll see you guys again at the afternoon pro trader session at breakingchartalerts.com. If you guys want to come join us, just go to breakingchartalerts.com and get signed up here. Go to pricing membership plans, and you guys could go down here and see. We have a promo code reopen for 20% off there that you guys could use if you're signing up for the Pro Trader Elite membership. So come join us. Once you get signed up, make sure you download our app on the App Store, Google Play Store. Make sure you download that. It's free as long as you got membership there. No problem, guys. Thank you, guys. Want to see some good moves this week here. Been a tough few weeks for the market. Really tough few weeks. So I'll see you guys again. I'll probably go a little bit earlier today. Once I get done with the class, I'm going to be going live there. So it's probably going to be earlier than 2 again like yesterday. So see you guys later and have a great day, okay? If you need anything, please let us know in the trade room. Efren's there. I'm there and be glad to help you. Alrighty, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.